Anak, narito ang iyong ina.
Narito po ang pagkikitay sa Ikatlong Wika na ibabahagi sa atin ni Brother Rambang Ngawan ng Order of Preachers.
Woman, behold your son, behold your mother. While reading this word of Jesus, my memory is brought back to the moment when I was struggling hard with my sickness. I got very sickly when I was in my high school years. I was even advised by the doctor not to play soccer anymore because playing soccer would worsen my body's strength. Soccer is my hobby. This was quite hard to accept because for me, not playing soccer is like the end of the world. It is like a happy kid whose toy is suddenly wrapped from his hands, and this will surely break his heart. During my months of struggling with sickness, there was always a beautiful lady taking care of me. But please don't look at me with prejudice. That beautiful lady is my mom. I can say that my sickness brings me a wonderful realization of my mom. When I was so weak, she would treat me like a baby. She changed my clothes. She combed my hair. She sat beside me to cool down my warm head with a compress. She would give me some massage when my body pained from a day-long lying on the bed. Several times when I got fainted due to high body temperature, I would see vaguely my mom crying, praying that nothing bad would happen to me. Difficult times are gone, and I forever thank my mom for the genuine love she had shown me. Why do I start my sharing with a story about my mom? This, I think, is in line with the third word of Jesus on the cross. In the final moment of the suffering Christ, he mentioned one important person in his life, his mother, Mama Mary. What kind of son would not proudly mention his mother to other people who has loved him genuinely, even when he knows that a cruel torture would soon claim his life? Therefore, to his mother he says, "Woman, behold your son." And to his disciple, "Behold your mother." Suddenly, this word of Jesus reminds Mary of that event when an angel came and announced to her that she would be the mother of the incarnated God. It was at this moment when the yes of Mary assumed her motherhood on Jesus. And again, by this time at the foot of the cross, the same thing was asked of Mary, to be the mother for all of us. "Woman, behold your son." In the silence of her heart, Mary answered, "Fiat, be it done to me according to your word." Another yes to the will of God. Jesus knows that the disciples are not yet ready for any kinds of situation when he leaves them after his death. He knows that the faith of most of the disciples is not firmly grounded yet. Thus, as we know later on, Jesus will promise the Holy Spirit to guide the church in proclaiming the message of salvation. But as early as the event of crucifixion, Jesus entrusts someone who has loved him wholeheartedly, the first true Christian, to guide the early church in their journey of faith. Jesus then makes Mary his mother to be the spiritual mother of his disciples. Jesus knows that after his death, the disciples will feel defeated and will be like abandoned children. My dear brothers and sisters, Is it not a great happiness when we feel defeated or like an estranged child? We then find comfort when we have our mother by our side. So Jesus himself, at the last moment of his life on earth, having experienced a genuine maternal love from Mary, entrusts us to a loving care of a mother. What a great mother we have indeed. A mother who keeps any events in the life of her son in her heart. Mary is a reflective person, not a reactive person. She is a mother who understands her son with her heart. She always sees things in the light of faith. Seeing her beloved son slowly inflicted with pain is a hard thing to bear. But deep in her heart, she knows that her son has to undergo this for a greater plan of God, for the promise of an eternal happiness with God, for the salvation of you and me. What a great mother we have indeed. A mother, a woman who stands firm at the foot of the cross. This mother is broken, yet her love for her son is firmly grounded at the foot of the tree of the cross. She is a mother who stands still against any form of injustices. She is a mother who stands against the culture of death. Woman, behold your son. Her silent yes brings back life and hope to mankind. But how many women in this world have said no when God says, woman, behold your son. Woman, behold your daughter. Woman, behold the fruit of your womb. So sad indeed. Their no has aborted many beautiful sons and daughters. But Mary knows, standing firm at the foot of the tree of suffering, when sin and the light of faith will bear abundant fruits and blessings. Again I say, what a great mother we have in you. She is the mediatrix of all graces. She is a woman to whom Jesus cannot say no. She is a mother who understands human suffering. Remember, during the wedding feast at Cana, Mary asked her son to perform his first recorded miracle to prevent the newlyweds from shame of lack of wine supply for the guests. Jesus cannot say no, even if it is not the right moment for his to show anticipated miracle. But as we know all, the first miracle happens upon the request of Mary. Even when suffering seems to have no end, Mary becomes the symbol of hope that graces will come for those who see suffering of faith. God allows us to set our feet on a rough and difficult journey, but do not worry. He too will provide us with strong and enduring shoes. How difficult the journey might be, remember that every little part of our hair has been counted. God does not guarantee us an easy journey in this world. Each of us will bear our crosses. We'll encounter failures and sufferings, but do not lose heart. For sure, we will arrive at our destination triumphantly. In the same manner, God has given us Mount Mary to be a faithful companion in the spiritual journey of our life. With her on our side, we will have the courage to go on living amidst the hard times, because she herself has witnessed her son triumph over suffering and death. And so together with Jesus, we shall say, behold our mother.
Jesus, tulad namin ikaw ay isang anak. Tulad namin, ika'y inalugan ng isang inang lubos ang pagmamahal. Sa iyong pagpapakasakit sa krus, nadama mo ang kalungkutan ng nalalapit na pag-ibig mo sa iyong mga minamahal. Tulad mo, O Diyos, marami ang nakadarama ng pag-iisa. Ipinapanalangin namin ngayon, Panginoon, ang lahat ng anak ng naging sugatan bunga ng pagkawalay at pangungulila. Hilumin mo ang kanilang puso nang madama nilang muli na sila'y minamahal. Hinihiling din namin, Panginoon, na patnubayan mo ang lahat ng ina. Sa tulong ng iyong biyaya, gawin mo silang katulad ni Maria na patuloy na nagmamahal at nag-aaruga. Sa kanilang pagtanda, biyayaan mo sila na mapagkalingang anak. Inihahabilin namin sila sa iyo, Panginoon. Amen.